game.
Welcome back. Welcome
Dude, you
back.
can't be just dropping it
I
like
did it. I dropped
Where's
it on your
Pickle?
lap.
Where's
Well,
Pickle at?
listen,
Pickles
NDL
stuck
Weekly
on
coming at you
interstate.
hard,
Oh, that's right.
hard and long. Not like too long, but like good enough, decent. Not like decent, but like
Average?
it's average. I mean, hey, it's off season, right? I mean, what's average, really? That's what I say.
Depends on who you're talking to.
Yeah,
You
I run
stumped
in the
Renee.
circle. Renee, what would you say is good enough? Just in general. Just in general. Very good. Is that what you're like, listen, I just need you to get out of my face. I need you out of here. Thanks for coming on, Renee. Obviously, we don't have the Pickle and Kyle. This is off-season shenanigans. This is just because. This is just because we want to. We'll go over a little this, little that. Really nothing special, but we'll party. We'll hang out with everyone. How you doing today, Renee? Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
So you have clients at 8:30?
I do.
So what is that? Like late night?
Well, I do. I usually have 4 clients after I get off my full-time job.
Okay.
And the 2 in the middle canceled.
Okay.
The hell
why
is
so late?
FOPN?
Pardon?
Why so late?
FOPN.
Friends of Puka Nakua.
What's the most that you guys would spend on Puka right now? Renee, go last. Because your answer is all my picks. But Adrian, 12 team.
No.
Let's say NDL start 9, 3 wide receivers. Okay,
Which league?
How about this? Would you, Adrian, spend the 105 in JB? So Superflex, start 9.
Yes, absolutely.
So you'd spend, Zachy, would you spend the 105?
Yeah.
Let's call it, yeah?
Yeah.
That's surprising. Surprising for Zach, because I think you'd be wanting to maybe hold out for quarterback if he fell. But the nice thing is we don't have to worry about running backs probably at all in the first round.
Quarterback's not falling.
No, but there could be some that gain some steam by landing spot and draft capital, right? With how many quarterbacks are coming out, I could see.
Yeah, but if you're not a name that's considered top 4 right now, if you're not one of those 4, likely you're not getting, like, you're not going to move the needle.
Who do you
Yeah,
consider
but I
the
think
4?
one of those 4 can drop past 4.
I'm not sure they will though. Not in Superflex.
I think they would.
Well, we
you
got the top 3.
Williams,
May,
Daniels,
and then
Penix.
yeah.
I say one's gonna fall.
Because
You
the
think one's gonna
only
fall outside of the top
non-quarterback
10?
in the I guess I don't know. I haven't looked at who has the picks, but I would assume the only non-quarterback will be Harrison in the top 5,
especially in JB and if it will fall.
JB
Say
what?
it again. You broke
out.
up.
JB NFC.
JB NFC, yes.
JB.
For some reason, but we did just get Brian. Brian is a quarterback guy. If you guys plugged in and Brian was kind of showing me the insight into this, but the war tool for Destination Debbie, okay, war tool will show you plug in the league ID and it'll show you where the value is per position. The war tool shows like quarterbacks are far and away the best asset. Obviously, Zach's been saying that since he's created the leagues. I've been on board after year 1. You know, we're all on board. But
there's so many owners not on board.
Do you think those are active owners though?
Some of them are active owners. There are some active owners that still do not believe in
Kyle?
quarterbacks.
Kyle's dumb though. So
We love you, Kyle, even though you're not here to
Love you.
defend yourself.
Yeah,
he
what the
definitely
hell?
has a different way of doing it. Dumb? No. Different? Yo, yeah. And that's fine. See, right? But so I mean I could see, I don't know. There's a lot to go, but there are some quarterbacks good enough to sneak into our first round. Yes, and then someone could reach. I don't doubt it, but
Okay.
105 is probably Neighbors.
So can we agree that right now we are not going to be selfish and we're going to talk real?
What do you
Real.
mean?
Talk
Okay.
real.
Yeah.
Or are you talking about like lay our nuts on the table and like show our hand, because we constantly are giving our own
Right.
secrets
Because
away?
I'm about to ask a real question that I don't want you to give your selfish answer to, but a real answer to.
I don't offer
Okay.
selfish answers anymore.
Oh,
No,
that's nice.
seriously.
Zach tried to year 1 or 2. He's like, bro, we're in the same conference. GTFO. And then I was like, all right. But then he kind of got better.
I've come to a realization that
A what?
Organization.
realization that me hiding my opinion. Now I may, when it's near draft time, I may not be very
Sure.
forthcoming on
Sure.
who I'm truly targeting, that, which is kind of why Jason was 100% certain I was going AR.
Oh,
No, I'm being dead serious. Like I will mask.
I was 100% certain because you said.
But you're not listening to me. When it comes closer
you're
to the
a
draft
liar.
time, I will be deceitful on
I could
who
dig
I
it.
might take, where I might take them, and my values on players.
Okay,
can
but
dig it.
right now, this moment, truth. So here it comes.
Yeah.
So about quarterbacks and their importance. So Superflex 2. What was that?
Jason
That was
threw
my
a
pumpkin.
ball or something.
Superflex 2. I am
Yeah.
85 damn dollars over cap.
Oh.
Holy.
Okay.
I have to make some decisions. And one of the
Okay.
decisions I'm making is, do I trade Trevor Lawrence to get down and, take like Derek Carr?
No,
Mhm.
Not car.
Keep going. Keep
Or
going.
do I give up like my hot running backs or wide receivers?
you keep
Let's
your
pull her up.
quarterbacks.
Let's
Running
pull her
back.
up. So what would you do with Lawrence though?
I'd trade him for like Derek Carr.
No, you don't do that.
Yeah.
No.
You'd have to get something else.
But I'm
For
gonna have to, if I'm gonna have to give up like Garrett Wilson or Travis
What's your
Etienne.
team, Renee? Rams?
Rams, yeah.
Do you want to pull up the Rams?
I already have it.
You
Oh,
don't
I'm not
have your-
sharing. Sorry, I'm not sharing. I'm like, I already have it up. What are you talking about? My camera's in the way.
You mind, Renee, if we dig in?
No, not at all.
Okay.
That's why I'm asking. I thought it would be a very good chance for us to talk about how important is the quarterback. And somebody like Trevor Lawrence, he was about QB 15 or 16 this year.
Kyler's
And
the guy I
obviously-
get rid of.
Obviously, there's some hope to be able that he gets a little bit better, but he could also end up at 15 again next year.
Who?
Kyler ain't gonna help her with cap.
Right.
Kyler does help her with cap.
But
Hey,
Kyler,
make it-
You don't
make it
have to
bigger.
do it all at once.
Make it bigger,
No.
Zach.
right. But Kyler is actually ranked higher than Travis.
Zach, can you make the team bigger so we can see it?
Sorry, I'm on the full roster.
Okay. So I'll tell you. Okay. So who do we got? We got Trevor Lawrence,
For 85,
Baker Mayfield,
for 31,
and Kyler.
for
I move
56.
Kyler. If you're gonna move a quarterback, Kyler's the one you move.
Why?
I
Well,
don't.
for me, I don't believe in Kyler. I know Jason loves Kyler, believes in him.
I do as
Kyler's
well.
the guy I
First-
move.
So first of all,
Can
If
anybody
you let-
afford Lawrence? That would be the main thing.
But what you're saying is QB is okay then.
Sure.
To
I mean,
move.
you got Baker and Kyler.
Yeah.
I'm okay with them. Hey, Zach, sidebar. Can we call ourselves right on Baker, even though we were right for years, but then we were so wrong?
I love
And
Baker.
And then now we're right? Can we call ourselves right on Baker?
You know it. You know it, right?
You do, buddy.
We've been saying.
I mean, yeah, I would say we were right on Baker. It just
Yeah, we were.
It took a
You know
minute.
what happened? I think he got too famous and had fun and did commercials in Hollywood.
I said this
Mature.
before. I think he thought he was too good. He had an
And
amazing. He had a record-breaking rookie
every
season,
damn year.
Yeah,
and
the changing isn't easy.
and then I don't think he thought he needed to try as hard, and then he lost the confidence because teams lost confidence in him. And it's the Browns.
I think so too.
And then Carolina didn't give him a chance. Of course,
He
that
was
whole
on Carolina?
yeah, last year.
I forgot about that. I don't watch football. So listen, Renee, back to you. Because
Yes.
it generally is about
All about me.
yeah. Okay, so I'll tell you what I'd sell him for. If I could get Derek Carr and honestly the 107, I'd do it. Easy.
Well, I don't think anyone's going to
For
be willing.
T-Law?
Yeah.
No.
So also, I'm just telling you what another owner would do. Okay. Also, if I could get and I'm telling you the worst case scenario, if I could get the 104 straight up, I'd do it. With your roster at his salary, I would take that. I'd re-roll that pick at 104. If it's a quarterback, great. If it's Marvin Harrison, great.
I'd be moving Tyler.
Afford it. We're just giving up a pick. That would be the big thing.
No, you definitely can't probably do it. But let's say you threw it out there and made them decide.
Kyler and Pitts, and she's good.
Kyler and Allen.
Allen?
Is
Allen? Oh yeah. I would probably move out because of his age. I'd get rid of Allen before Pitts and not give up on Pitts yet.
So you know what? I dropped forget his name. Too much wine at dinner.
Thielen?
No.
What league?
What the hell? The Denver Broncos quarterback, Wilson.
Russ.
Yeah. I dropped him and now I'm good at salary.
Where did you drop him?
In SF2.
What was his salary?
On the other side.
What, 75? 65?
No, he was like 31.
Oh.
Yeah, you couldn't have sold him. You could sell him. Why didn't you?
Have you seen everybody's salary?
Everybody's over cap.
There's no way
I know
without dropping somebody.
Yeah, I know, but that's the thing. It would be nice to make them make the decision.
Yeah,
I cannot wait to see everybody have to drop. There's going to be so many people dropping because
there weren't. If you go back and remember JB year one, we had like every team was way over the cap.
Yep.
And I don't believe we had a whole lot of like drops.
Yeah, we did. Yes, there was. Guarantee there was some drops. A lot of drops.
Had to.
Yeah. There wasn't trades.
Go somewhere.
I'll tell Zach's going to the details. So listen, Derek Carr, you're gonna want something back just for stability, or else you drop Keenan. But you're gonna have to do.
They're about to fall apart because they're so far over capped. The Saints, they're going to have to get rid of all kinds of people. So I think they're going to be crap this year.
But I think Carr restructured his deal twice.
Supposedly he's going to restructure.
Yeah, tell me when you're ready for that to go back up. So it's almost like you're not giving them away, but I would make the other people find out how bad they want to keep their overpriced players. Look I have London at like $29. He's not valued at $29. I don't know what to do. I also have Deshaun Watson, $48. I'm at $326. I would say don't rush into meeting cap unless you're over 330, which I know you are. But I would say 330s, you're the only hurdle you're looking at. But I would send out offers and just say, hey, I'm looking for any first, up to the 108 for Lawrence or whatever your benchmark is. I mean, honestly, obviously there's, the 108 is not as valuable as Lawrence, nowhere near, but at $85, that's what I'm doing right now. I'll tell you what I'm doing. In SF2, what's up, Zach?
I didn't say anything.
In SF2, I was trying to sell Joe Burrow. I got him for $85. And I'm not all right with that. Oh yeah, I tried. Oh, so look, I offered Adrian Burrow and the 112.
Yeah.
The 112 for Stroud. I knew that wasn't going to get done, but I was hoping to spend. I was going to do Burrow, and I was going to go up to the 106. The Burrow and 106 for Stroud. Now, I wouldn't do that in a normal league, but that would have cut my salary down by like $40 or something. Definitely not something I want to do because I want the 106, but you kind of got to do it.
Thank you for your assistance, all. We'll see.
I keep Lawrence.
You keep Lawrence, but you're going to have to make multiple moves.
Not at 80,
which
is
fine.
At 85.
I would be just fine keeping Lawrence at 85.
But then what do you do?
Not at her salary though.
I already told you what I'd do. I'd get rid of Kyler and Allen.
That doesn't help the salary though.
It does help the salary.
Oh, that'll drop her down to like 300.
That won't drop her to 300. That'll drop her under 330, right?
No, that dropped me under 300.
For $33.
Kyler gets her to 330. Allen gets her under 300.
No, but you could do. Zach's an idiot. You don't drop Kyler at 50.
No, I'm not telling her to drop. I'm saying I get rid of Kyler and Allen.
Drop.
No, sorry, I didn't mean drop.
I understood what he meant.
I didn't mean drop.
Oh.
That's just a slip of a word.
I thought you were literally saying drop so you can try to win him back.
No. I don't like Kyler. I wouldn't drop Kyler.
Yeah.
Then
because
yes.
I know other people like Kyler and will give up something for him.
Just depends on preference, on your preference, personal preference.
I know you like Lawrence, Renee, but I know you like Kyler more at 50 than Lawrence at 85. And I think you have Kyler probably ranked higher than Lawrence. I do. Mm. And I don't know what I especially do at their salaries.
Can you pull up NFC salaries? Because that's going to be
back there.
The big issue.
In SF2?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to get back there.
Yeah, they're crazy.
Nobody can afford $85 unless they get rid of.
You know what you could also do, Renee? What if you sent Lawrence to a quarterback believer for Lamb straight up?
I'm not giving her Lamb for Lawrence. I don't have that kind of.
Oh, and hey, you don't need to even. It doesn't need to be Lamb, but I'm talking like.
Well, you said Lamb. I have Lamb, so I'm.
Well, and I'm saying, there's the list is not long, but the list, there's a list.
So I thought the lowest salary in NFC was going to be Braxton, and he's at 316. Because I think he must have just traded for some.
Is everyone over 300?
Almost everyone. There's like two people, I think.
300, 280 on the Falcons.
Right.
392.
He dropped a bunch.
311, 264. San Francisco.
Right. That's who.
Kyle.
I don't
it's
do
Kyle.
that. I also don't know if Kyle likes Trevor Lawrence.
He's so weird. I've never heard him talk about
We've
Trevor.
been having some discussions. I gotta see where he's at with him.
Okay. Hey,
I don't see that move.
Maybe
Renee.
Maybe you
Stuck kinda
trade for a
forward.
$50.
Especially in the division.
I know.
stuck
It
I don't
Because
makes
you're
really
me
gonna-
care
cry.
about in the division stuff.
It
The
makes
in the
me cry.
division, the in the division stuff doesn't. I don't care about trading in the division. It doesn't bother me.
When you play him twice and you're only giving up Lawrence because of Cap, and then he's the reason why you lose twice. Like,
Yeah,
you're gonna.
I'm not worried about if he's the reason I lose twice. That's my problem. That's a me issue.
Yeah, so
One
don't-
player isn't bothering me. I'm trying to just make my team better. I don't. It doesn't. And that's
But
just how
getting
I.
rid of Lawrence for Derek Carr isn't making my team better.
It's better than maybe the alternative, and her saying I don't want to liquidate anyone else, and I'm going to just try to win him back cheaper. So then I got Carr as my third, which he's a great third. And how much is he? Renee?
Which one?
How much is he? How much is Carr?
14.
14.
You can't
But
get a first on that?
But it would put him way over cap. He would have to drop another quarterback or somebody. I mean, cap's going to be the issue this year.
For all of us.
Yeah. Except for me.
Well, you drop
All
the
the more
quarterback.
reason you keep Trevor and you move Kyler. Kyler's going to be easier to move.
All right. Well, we'll see. Anybody who wants Kyler, come get me.
Yeah.
QB for sale.
Well, and you have Baker, huh?
I'm not buying Kyler from you.
I would try to get a wide receiver too. Not a wide receiver two, a wide receiver also. Let them make the decision of who they're going to drop. Who knows? Who knows who people are going to drop? We can go over a couple trades. We had a couple trades in SF2. Did we have an SF2 trade?
I have no idea, man. I don't.
We
attention.
have.
He's off this month.
We did.
We did have 2 trades.
Okay, so look at SF2. We had. I don't remember what we were talking about when I interrupted started us, but it was riveting.
Oh, Hill and Pickens.
Hill and Pickens.
Crazy. That's crazy.
Pickle.
I wonder why Pickle didn't want to be on.
He did it for Cap. This is 100% a Cap move.
Listen, let's not start to give him any credit.
No,
So Pickens is at $15. Well, that's in the
he
AFC.
is at 359 after this trade. He was like 400 almost. What was
Yeah,
Phil?
but what was Nate at? Nate is at
He's at 287 now.
Wait, he's at 359. You let that go through?
Yes, because he lowered his salary.
He lowered it down to 359?
Yes.
Wow.
He
That
cut
is rough.
33 in cap. He cut 33 in cap on this move.
Wow, good for him. Good
100% a
Lord.
cap move.
We're both rushing to try to get anybody who has space.
And Nick still has 13 in cap space. Like, he's sitting pretty. He's got the
Nick
wide
does?
receiver 1 that many believe
Oh,
is
that's
wide receiver
Mitch.
1.
So Pickens is 24. How much was
24. I thought you said he was 15.
yeah, that was AFC. So then Tyreek is 48.
So he cut 24 in cap then.
Okay. Yeah, I mean Pickens is a buy this offseason. But
Why is he a buy if you absolutely hate the quarterbacks thrown to him? If you hate Pickett, why
Because
is
it
he a
ain't gonna
buy?
be who's there.
Pickett will still be there. They're not gonna.
his Trinity score is nice. His routes are nice. His average depth of target.
Tomlin's coming back next year.
His
Pickett
numbers
will-
are good. Who's coming
He was
back?
a
New quarterback.
Yeah,
They won't have a new quarterback.
they will have a new quarterback.
Who
he
are
was a
they
buy for
gonna
me
have?
last year.
Pickett is still going to
Flacco?
be their starter.
Flacco. Why not?
'Cause
Cousins?
You
I don't
saw
know.
what Flacco was last game.
What's that?
We saw what Flacco is last game and why he was out of the league.
And he's still better than whoever they have
They're-
right now.
Tomlin's not going to give up on Pickett yet.
He did give up on Pickett already. He
Pickett-
benched. He was a healthy scratch. He was a healthy bench.
The Pickett got hurt.
He was still. I mean, he was still backing up.
No, I think it was injury issues.
Yeah, he got hurt.
That's not what the announcer said. I'm going off of what the announcer said. Now, maybe the announcer got it wrong. But
If it was Romo, yes.
did he get it wrong, or
Yeah,
is he known to be wrong?
I
Oh,
like Romo.
oh, I like Romo. He's a fun character. But okay, so Pickens, great trade. That was impressive content at least. Okay, then we had Jason. So Jason gave up Najee, Jerry, the Browns first round draft pick. Are you the Browns?
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
probably 111.
So 111. Oh, I just got this rejected in SF2. Tried to trade Burrow for Lamb straight up. Rejected. That's rough.
Wait. Say that again.
I thought that one had a chance.
What did you do?
I just got
I'm
that
trying to read
rejected.
and listen at the same time.
I sent the Jags in SF2 my Burrow for his Lamb, and it got rejected.
Who does
I
he have
also-
a quarterback?
Oh, someone.
Well, who? Who is someone?
Tell your ass right now. He has not Burrow. He has Trevor and Bryce Young. I also sent him. I wanted to send him my $85 Burrow for his $42 Bryce Young and his 103. That got shut down real quick. I thought that one had a chance too. I don't know how. I'm not really sure the logic behind either of those for no counter, but he gave me some.
He has two quarterbacks. He doesn't want to give you Lamb for a quarterback he doesn't need.
Well,
That's just my thought. Like I don't know how much he believes in Bryce Young.
no,
So-
obviously he likes him enough. So no, I mean everyone has their strategy, but I thought it had a chance, but nope. Okay, so what was the trade?
You missed the most important person in this trade.
Which one?
Dalton Schultz.
Schultz. The hell,
So
man.
Najee, the 111, Judy and Schultz for Devonta, Cole Kmet, and a 25 second. It's pretty ugly. It's pretty fine. I hate it. Actually,
Jason thinks
I
Schultz
hate
sucks though. Giving him up must have not even been
I have
like,
confessed-
of value.
Probably a throw in. Probably a throw
Oh,
in.
that Jason. I mean, but I just don't. Was this a cat move? Must have been a cat move, huh? I know that Earl
No,
had been
they're
trying
still-
to shed cap.
They're still over cap. Both of them.
I think.
And I think he got lower though,
Wait,
maybe by $1.
they're both
Possibly.
over cap.
Actually, I don't
Over
think.
300,
No,
right?
he's not over 330.
No, sorry.
No,
Okay,
but they're over
that's
300.
where I was. When you say over cap, right now cap
Yeah.
is 330.
Right. No, they're both under 330.
Okay, that's what I was like. Wait a minute, that trade couldn't have gone through.
I mean, Najee in the 111. Would you do Najee in the 111 for Devonta Smith? No, God, I won't. I don't want to.
Earl likes. I think Earl's a Steelers fan, so he must.
I thought he's a Cowboys fan.
That's
Is he
what I thought, too.
Cowboys? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. He lives in Pennsylvania. I thought around Pittsburgh. Maybe I'm misremembering. Where's Kellogg's located? Because he works.
Michigan.
Kellogg's is in Michigan.
I think so.
T-Law outscored Lamb this year in SF2. That's impressive. That's
Can't compare
that's wild.
QB to another position in scoring.
What's that?
I said you can't really compare
I know.
a QB to a receiver.
Not an NDL anyway.
No.
Not an NDL. All right. I know we had another one. JB, was it? GA? 32. 32, we had a trade. Let's see what that was. I think it was,
Couple of
was
your
it just a
trades,
little
right?
one? Oh, my trade.
Couple of your
So
trades.
first I got rights to Mark Andrews. I gave up the 114. I gave up the 114 to reset Mark Andrews. Probably just reset him. If I add, I'll probably just do a first on him. So it'll be like $58 for 4 years. So I could probably do that. So let's say a $58 4-year Mark Andrews for the 114. You were motivated to do that. Why, Zach?
Salary.
Okay.
They got me below the 330.
So I got Mark Andrews for the 114 or so, but I have to increase the salary. He's going to RFA. And then I don't know how you guys don't like this. I got Garrett Wilson at $15.
I'm not as high on Garrett Wilson as you are. That's why I don't like it.
Yeah, but you don't have to be as high. That to me, right? You don't have to be as high because of salaries.
I'd
So
rather
you
have
that,
I'd rather have ASB. Salary shouldn't
at
matter to you because you're
$51.
so far under in a full
It's
rebuild.
workable. I get to party in free agency. And I'm building again next year. So I get to
That's
take
your
on
plan
further
currently.
salaries.
But
That's
that
what?
plan can change.
I don't see you doing those moves. I mean, you always talk about what's the point of doing a receiver for a receiver, especially when they're maybe
Me?
Yeah.
I don't think I say that.
I think you did.
Receiver for receiver? I don't mind that.
Especially when
You're
they're
at
that
224. Like
close in rankings.
It's not a cat move. I have them in the same back-to-back tiers, and I just saved $36. What if you have a player in the same tier?
You didn't need to do that right now. What happens if what I was getting ready to say wouldn't matter because you're in a rebuild. You'd be like, sure, season and injury, that's good. No points. So
it's just a move. It's a process move that just makes sense for me. I have a player in the same tier. One's less expensive.
It's a your guy move.
Right? Yeah, and maybe that is a me get my guy, but I mean ASB is all our guys. But it's more just why wouldn't I save $36? I have a lateral move, but I save $36? More than I save 11.5%, 12%.
Could have got more, and I guess more than just one player. I mean, why move ASB when you're getting the same player? Pretty much.
Now, if I knew I could get more, but I love Garrett Wilson. This is my time to get Garrett Wilson.
How does that help your team?
But Garrett Wilson's value, for the most part, isn't ASB.
Well, that's why he's at $15, and I don't have a $51 hit now, and I have more room to take on other trades. God bless you.
Sorry, I forgot to mute.
Oh no!
But you could have used ASB. Might have been more desirable in another trade because you're not trading Garrett Wilson.
And
you're not going to trade Garrett Wilson unless you get a huge truckload for him.
I mean, all it is a good deal. That's all I'm really looking for.
You're looking for a Brinks truck on your front yard, is what you're looking for.
And for ASB, I sent a trade for ASB. With ASB and these girls. I'll be right back.
Daddy, can I have one of those?
I love you so much.
Yeah, I didn't get the trade because it doesn't help his team in a rebuild.
I still think like a little part of me still thinks that if I don't make the comment, he doesn't make that. He doesn't just throw that trade out like instantly.
Right. Yeah, he was
that had to
fighting it.
have been partially a reactionary. I'm going to send this
Spite.
trade to show you.
Yeah.
Offer. And Justin, you're welcome.
Throw
Because
Zach
I'd
a
almost rather
third.
have ASB.
Yeah. That's why, like, part of me wanted to try to trade for Garrett Wilson real quick and then just flip him straight up for ASB. Yeah, I just don't think I'd make, even if I really wanted Garrett Wilson, I don't think I'd make that move right now. I think
It
I
doesn't
know I
help.
can make that move, barring any injuries. I know I can make that move any day I want for the next 100 days.
Yeah,
All I have to do is send it.
the only thing that where I'm getting it doesn't help the team at all on a rebuild. Trading
He's
that.
back.
Yeah.
So I would never, ever mess up my beloved teams to prove a point. Promise. It was as simple. This guy's in the same or similar tier. I'll save $36. Boom. It's really that easy. Promise.
You sure it wasn't because Zach was talking smack and you said, "Hey, hold my beer"?
No, but what was nice was I could prove the point with someone who was willing to trade Garrett Wilson. I sent the offer last year. I sent the offer, a late first, and Garrett Wilson for Amon-Ra. I wanted
That's
him.
not the same offer. That's completely different.
But now the deal. But now he was a holdout.
What late
Now
first
he's a
was it?
holdout.
What late first was it?
It was this league.
Yes, but what first was it? Was it his first?
I don't know.
But his first is not a late first.
It was a late first. I also don't think it was with him. I think it was with Carmen.
Carmen didn't have Garrett Wilson.
I think he did. I don't think Justin had it, or Justin did have him, but I thought I was dealing with Carmen.
Justin had him the entire season.
And then I tried with. It could have been a different league, but I thought it was.
Would it have been CD Lamb you're trying to get from Carmen?
I can't remember, but I sent the offer, a late first or later first. First.
Do I have permission to pull up the offers that you've sent?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
It was a later first. It was a first and Garrett Wilson for Amon-Ra, but now he was a holdout. So it was good with me. It was fine with me. I liked it. I liked this a lot. It's the same tier. I saved $36. Why would I not do that?
Because you don't need it and it doesn't help your team.
It doesn't help my team with flexibility. Sure. It doesn't need to even help anything, anything at all.
There's a lot of back and forth happening.
It was straight up just a process. I'll save some salary, get my guy at $15, and I can have him all year. And
it wasn't in this league.
It wasn't this league. Okay.
No.
And if I can accidentally compete, then I have space.
No, you didn't have a single offer in this league for Garrett Wilson.
No, then it wasn't this league. It was somewhere, but it was definitely something that I thought it's a nice chance to prove a point, and I like it. I love that trade. You see how I value Garrett Wilson,
but you didn't need to make that trade right now. You could have made that trade any day of the year.
But what if I couldn't?
What do you mean? What if you couldn't? He's going to take that, barring injury, which an injury to Amon-Ra St. Brown helps you out for your rebuild. So you just put him on the IR and you're good. Barring an injury,
would it matter? Why would it matter
unless take that trade any day of the year for the rest of the year?
But why risk it if I like it now? If I like it today?
Because you could have gotten more.
This is kind of what we're going to talk about with a couple of our guys, right? We plant our flag.
You got your guy.
We plant our flag. And what if someone else, he traded Garrett Wilson to someone else and now he doesn't want to sell him? I've been trying to get as much Garrett Wilson as I could. And I don't value Amon-Ra at 51 the same as maybe you guys do compared to Garrett Wilson at 15. I value Garrett Wilson higher than Amon-Ra at 51 at Garrett Wilson at 15.
Yeah, but if Garrett Wilson goes off this year, then the salary goes up.
And I could slang him. And I could slang him to someone that it doesn't need to fit a $51 Amon-Ra. I mean, we do this all the time. This isn't like the first trade we make, right? There's process behind all of it. And the point isn't even to play him.
You just made probably your best counterpoint to our arguments for this trade.
I don't even know.
Because if Garrett Wilson is anything close to St. Brown next season, you don't want him on your team because you're in a rebuild. You don't want those PPs. There is going to be a playoff team that's going to pay you, potentially, because of his $15 salary, a haul.
And that's just one of the byproducts, right? It's much easier for me to trade him at 15.
Yes.
But that's just a part of it. It's the whole process. That's why I say it's a process trade. It's not even to get your guy. It's not even the process is I got to have value. Amon-Ra may not return value at 51. It's very, very simple for him to not return value at 51, top 4. He was more likely to not return value next year than Garrett Wilson. Easily. So then I'm getting value. That's all I want. Value. It's a value play. But leading us into a couple of the hits that we had, right? You get your guy, a couple of the hits. We went over one of Renee's was a big fat hit, right? And getting Puka and Kyron. Sweet Jesus. I don't know how you even thought to, but you got both of every redraft podcast. Every redraft podcast, those were the 2 MVPs on the season, Kyron and Puka, and you got them both. You got them both.
Did you draft them, Renee?
No, I traded 3 firsts for him.
Well, I know that, but I didn't know if you drafted them in other leagues because you had them in like every league.
I did.
Okay.
So was Kyron just your guy?
No, I knew about him, and Rams tend to have a workhorse more than a shared backfield. Damn. So
the league I have Kyron in, I drafted him because I had Akers, and it worked out.
Mm-hmm. It worked out very, very well.
Wait, what'd you say?
I said I drafted the league I have Kyron in. The reason why I drafted him was because I have Akers. I had Akers.
Oh, man. So that worked out. Hey, hit me with one of your wins, Adrian.
Well, it just so happens because I don't know how good it would have been if I wasn't such a homer, but I was all over Tank Dell at the beginning of the season, and I took him a lot higher than what people had him. And
you too, Renee?
Oh yeah, Adrian and I were both going for Chase Brown and Tank Dell.
Yeah. Yep.
I was going for Brown as well.
Chase Brown, I was. Tank Dell, had no idea. Nathaniel Dell.
The good thing is he went to U of H, so I watched a lot of U of H football, and he was awesome. Just his stats as U of H, I was like, holy crap.
You're such a homer that I don't know when to listen to you.
Yeah, no kidding.
Or think it's a homer pick. You were gobbling up all the Nico you could. What'd you get? Nico for Jacoby Myers from Zach.
Yeah.
God.
You got Nico for me and JB.
Don't remind me.
For probably a song. Dude.
Jacoby Myers was good.
Oh, yeah.
But I lost terribly on that trade.
Oh, was that a straight up pick?
Straight up trade.
Were you were motivated by Taxi or something? I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure you said that.
I liked Myers. And Dell or not Dell, Nico, it was still up in the air, kind of on him. So
Hmm.
I went and got a guy that I liked and traded a homer player to another guy that was on my taxi.
Yeah, dude, I was so wrong about
All I have to
Nico.
say.
I was indifferent on. Oh yeah,
So I wasn't wrong on Nico necessarily. I just wasn't
but you're
patient
kind of
enough with him.
indifferent on him, right? I mean,
I just wasn't patient enough with him.
I thought really nothing of him. He was just a guy. Nothing. How about you, Renee? Any hit? Any miss? I mean, hit. Cheapers.
I think
How about you?
ETN. So I mean that I think it goes back to that 101 trade that I did with Tony. Sorry, Tony. For the 101, so you get Bijan, and I got ETN, and then a couple of firsts and a second and something else. So that's one of those trades that Ash and I are trying to watch the long-term effects of. But I think I might have.
What was it again? I was just looking at the trade offer that you sent me.
What league was that in? Was that JB?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's sending you an offer too?
No,
Oh.
just you.
Zach's gonna go look at it.
No, I'm looking at trying to pull up her trade.
Oh. Oh, I was talking. Oh.
I have it.
No, she sent me one in JB.
All right, so we're looking for.
This one would have been in GA.
Oh, GA. Okay, that's.
Say it again.
I'm trying to find it here.
Right.
It was GA, and it was the. Let me find it. Oh, that's not it. It was with.
Oh, it was after the fact where I was trying to get No, you got ET. Sorry, that was.
Yeah. Let's see, batting player pool.
So you want the higher ranked player and the better pick?
It was
Renee?
Trey Lance, Travis Etienne, Kendre Miller, Jaden Reed, and a first for this year for Bijan.
Oh, say it again. So you gave away the 101. You sent away Bijan.
And I
What
got
is the
Trey
101?
Lance, Travis Etienne, Kendre Miller, Jaden Reed, and the Chargers 24 first for this year.
Which is late.
Yeah.
So that is the one.
Yeah, I'll take your side. This
Well,
year it's
Bijan
quite
might
easy.
111.
Bijan might still be a
Oh
thing.
yeah. Oh, he is. He's still
You
the
can't give
thing.
up on Bijan yet.
Oh yeah,
You can't give up on Bijan, London, or Pitts.
Correct. I'll still take your side. I'll take your side if he's the Dynasty 101 for the next 2 years.
Oh,
I agree, because ETN will be in the mix for top 5 for the next several years.
Correct.
Jaden Reed looks like he's
The hell.
potentially top 15, consistent top 15.
Oh, I don't know about Jeepers. Let's.
How did you
swing
do
for
that?
the
Thumbs
fences.
up.
Except for this last game.
it's part
you
of
missed
my
all of our stuff last
iPhone
week.
upgrade.
Oh, okay.
Hit the heart.
Right.
There you go.
Yeah, damn it.
T Swifty.
That gif of Taylor Swift is one of my favorites, dude.
Yeah, I take your side too, because in that situation, I would give up CMC for that.
So would
'Cause
you
you're getting
guys give?
so much depth and good quality depth?
Would you take Bijan or ETN and Jaden Reed?
Oh,
See, that's close. It's probably Bijan. It's close. But that extra first is great.
I think-
Kendra Miller.
Man,
I'd take Bijan. I'd probably take Bijan
that's
too.
team dependent because you're getting depth.
Yeah, but in a 16 team, I don't know because ETN's good too. What's the delta going to be between ETN and Bijan? Any given year, it might be not much. I mean, this year ETN obviously did
I
better.
mean, I wouldn't be shocked if ETN outperforms Bijan next year.
I don't think so.
I wouldn't be shocked. I think Bijan is with the new coaching staff come in there. They're gonna make some changes to that offense, and they're gonna use him. They are going to use him.
Ownership is going to say, listen, during the coaching interviews, you see our offensive weapons. Do you want to accentuate everything out of them possible? And if there isn't a resounding yes on the other end of that question, they are out that door.
So you have Bijan and Algiers, and let's just say it ends up being Belichick.
Oh, God. I'm telling you.
What do you think's going to happen?
There's got to be such an amazing emphasis on their three
Okay,
first
Belichick-
round draft picks.
Belichick has already proven what can happen when he had Curtis Martin.
Curtis
Right? Was it Curtis Martin?
That's so far ago. I don't know who that is.
What about LeGarrette Blount?
That's been a million years as well.
It has been.
When
but-
he
Yes,
had
Ramondre. Yes, Ramondre, and he was
Ramondre is not Bijan. Ramondre is not ETN. Ramondre
It
is
doesn't matter. I think what she's saying is he accentuated Stevenson, right? He highlighted Stevenson.
It'll be a committee.
no, it won't.
He loves it.
When he has had a true workhorse running back, there wasn't a committee. God, who was it? Was it Curtis Martin?
No.
I don't even know who that is.
But while you're looking that up, I got to give props to Ash because Ash at the beginning, he said that Jaden Reed may be the best receiver in
Yep.
Green Bay. And I listened to that and I bought some shares of Jaden Reed because I heard him.
Me
and,
too.
It panned out.
So he said that on the rookie report.
Mhm.
Yes.
I did not buy him. Although I did sell Jamar Chase 2 weeks before before playoffs for Ayuk and Jaden Reed. And pretty happy with that. Although most people hate it.
Curtis Martin was
Yeah.
pre-Belichick.
Oh
Curtis
my God. I didn't
Curtis
know
Martin-
football had a pre-Belichick.
Curtis
Wow.
Martin was Patriots 95 to 97, so he was on the Patriots Super Bowl team that lost to Green Bay. And then was it the following year? When did Belichick get there?
20 years ago, right? Wasn't he there for 20 years?
It was
thought
it was at least 2000. I thought
So
it was
20. Holy crap. That's amazing. Okay, I said I was super high on Dak. Not super high. Come on. I was quite high on Dak though. Said he could lead us to a title. He proved that we could. He brought me to the playoffs and then I just shit all over my bed. Okay? So I don't want to talk about it. So I'll take Dak as a win. I think you and I, Renee, can take Russ as a win for the season as a buy low. He didn't light the world on fire, but he ended up QB 14. QB 14 is pretty nice as a nice buy low
I'll
quarterback.
take the win on Russell Wilson's a terrible quarterback in the NFL.
We don't care about the NFL. We don't even watch the NFL. Okay? We don't care what happens in the NFL.
Ew.
No, we don't. Renee, stop it. Okay, we watch fantasy football is what we watch. And he did well as a buy low. Baker, counting it. Don't care.
Hey, high five, Jason.
Hell yeah. Douche. Hell yeah. And then I'll take Kyler. I was saying not only am I buying him all over the place, I sold Lamar in a package for him.
How is that a win? Kyler
because
had
I-
197 points on the season. How is that a win?
You're not letting me finish, jerk. What I said was, yes, I'll take Kyler as a win in my package for Lamar. Lamar is obviously rated higher than him. I did it in February. I believed in him. And then my main win was saying that Arizona is not getting rid of Kyler and they are not drafting Caleb Williams. I'm going to bring that up because you and Mitch also shoved yourselves up my ass and wanted to say how I was always saying that I'm always so right. But that one I was right. I was wrong a lot. I have way more misses than I do hits, but because I talk a lot. But that one was good.
That's not what we said. We didn't say you say you're always right. We say when you make a statement, your statements are like fact.
Well, yeah, but that's what we do.
No, but we're not going to get into it. We're not going to rehash all this, but
I know what you mean.
But that's kind of just what we do. And yes, I say with certainty, but I mean, but that's all by text usually. At least when you hear me on this show, it's more like you can feel the emotion of me having a little doubt or I could be swayed but we all have an opinion.
You still haven't won on that. You've won for this season.
Oh, I won. But I won that they're not drafting Caleb and they're keeping Kyler. That was the win.
The draft hasn't happened yet.
Oh, it happened. All right.
They also didn't get the 101, which we all thought they were going to get.
Not me. Oh, not me. No, I really didn't. I really didn't know. But I think I was indifferent on that part. Saying though, even if they did get the 101, I was sure they weren't getting the 101. I have that in comments too. Not sure. Stop it. Pretty sure. In my opinion.
But that's because you thought Kyler was basically playing the whole season once he got back.
No, we all knew he wasn't going to play the whole season. There was zero chance that he was coming back for a while.
Well, once he was back from injury, you thought he was going to play the whole season.
Which he did.
Well,
did
yeah.
he?
Yeah.
I thought that's how little Arizona Cardinals football I watched this season.
Listen, if you were to watch football, you would have known. Okay. Dude, it's so hard to consume so much football. It really,
Did they even have like a primetime game that wasn't Thursday Night Football?
That's when you watch Red Zone. Red Zone, you would have seen him.
I didn't see much of him.
Watch Red Zone,
know.
But I don't really, I don't remember Kyler Murray highlights. Like,
here's how he looked.
That's how big he is too.
Oh.
What else were you right about? How about that, Zachary?
Brandon Ayuk. I tried to buy him everywhere. Buy him everywhere. I intentionally did not extend him in NDL 32, knowing that he was going to have 1 year left this year, believing that he was going to be a holdout.
Well, that was opportunistic. Good job.
Kyler
You let Jason buy him off of me and JB, and you didn't even send me an offer. What the hell?
What?
In JB, I had him and traded them to Jason last year. I didn't receive one offer from you.
I don't think you were really in the market to sell him.
I didn't think he was going to have a good year. I was wrong on him, like I mentioned last week. I was wrong.
Dude, your team in JB is so disgusting. Thank God you don't have him. I'm happy you got Flowers over him.
Yeah.
You don't need any more help. Hey,
and should I also mention the other guy I was going to talk about or bring up, the guy formerly known as A Chain?
Oh, yeah.
He was in that package.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to talk about that very much.
He looks like he can run pretty good, and it doesn't look like he's as frail as some people think or thought he was.
Pickle.
He looks like a damn good running back.
I am going to take the win on Achan also. Just so you know.
Yeah.
But
Eat
you
those
definitely
that
got
rice and
him.
beans and bulk up.
Dude, I like that kid, man. I knew he wasn't going to be their one, which I think probably everyone knew that.
Yeah.
But that was you did you had a very great off season in JB. Well
I
done.
did.
Yeah, I'm not very happy about that. If you need anything in JB, I could sell Ayuk if you want. If you want to consolidate some assets, if you want to go for maybe tier up, I could use some.
When did you trade?
But just think,
I could use
think
some depth.
less before the draft.
What's that?
So he's wanting to know when I traded Ayuk, and it was before the draft.
Yeah.
So, but just to look back at JB, I had to, there was luck, but giving up Jefferson, I had to hit. I mean, I had to. Otherwise,
Well,
that
you got
trade
Stroud, right?
would be terrible.
Oh, he got a lot.
Well, but
Yeah.
Stroud's the main big win
Yes.
part of that trade.
Yeah.
That's why I said early on in the season, I said I don't care if you only got Stroud
Fucking
for
Van.
Jefferson.
God dang it.
Everything else was gravy.
Yeah. I had to. Yeah. If my picks would have been busts, or
God dang
if
it,
Stroud
Van.
would have been bust, that would have hurt. Giving up JJ.
Are you looking at that trade, Zach?
No, just the fact that I've already said it before. If he doesn't take Van does not take Bryce Young, which I think he's taking AR in that situation. Stroud is on my team.
Dude, your team would have been so much better. Oh my gosh.
Because then I wouldn't have had to make the trade for Burrow and I hate you, Van. Not literally hate you, but it's depressing because I had AR over Stroud, but Stroud was my number 2. And I thought AR was going to be gone.
Yeah. Oh, did we talk about the trade that we had in JB? Tank Dell in the 106 for Gibbs.
Did we talk about that last week?
And a
maybe
third.
not.
Oh, I guess we did it that day. That's right.
Would you have taken Bryce Young in that situation?
Adrian?
If he was the only one left, I would have took a quarterback regardless.
Okay.
I needed a quarterback, yeah.
Yeah.
Would you have taken Stroud over Bryce Young?
Me?
Yeah.
Adrian?
No, I would have. Yeah.
Oh, 100% Adrian does.
Yeah. His homerdom wouldn't have let him click accept.
Yeah.
I think after I made the AR pick, I think I even messaged Adrian and said, "You're welcome."
Yeah, you did. Because I would have took Stroud over Anthony Richardson as well.
Hey, Renee, what is that? What pick is Tennessee's pick?
I think it's 3 behind.
3 behind the 109.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I do love Higgins.
I know.
Renee offered me Higgins in the 109 for Tank Dell in the 106. But I don't think I could.
For $11 Higgins.
$11 Higgins. I mean, honestly, I have Tank Dell over him. But even if I didn't.
You were so fucking high on Higgins.
I still am. I still love him.
And you have Tank Dell over him? That means you weren't that high on Higgins.
I will say they're close. Let me see. Over him, under him, they're close. They're right there. But the 106, I mean, I gave up Gibbs. So I'm desperate to need that. But I'll look at it. I'll look to see if there's anything else you have that you want to give me. But I do love Higgins. Now if Higgins but how many thirds?
I think I have a lot.
Depends on the league.
If Higgins goes to KC, it's different.
Oh man.
If
Could you
Higgins went to
imagine?
KC,
Oh,
I'd
I
have
I
to.
don't see him landing in KC because I think he's gonna want too much money.
But dang, would he
It's
be?
gonna be like the Christian Kirk situation where everyone's like, why did they pay him that much money?
I don't think Higgins and Christian Kirk. I mean, do you think the Jags traded for Christian Kirk as their to have him start as their one?
Yes.
They paid him to start as their one.
They didn't
I
pay him
understand.
like a one
Yeah.
one though, did they?
30 million.
30 million for how many years? 3 years?
Yeah, definitely
Hold
was a
on, I'm
1 year
pulling it
deal.
up.
What site are you going to pull that up?
Sports Track. 4 years, 72 million. 37 million guaranteed.
Yeah, that's one.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know.
20 million signing bonus.
I mean, I see Higgins as a better one than that. I mean, I don't think that's better one than Christian Kirk. I don't think that's a hot take. I don't know. I mean, I think Kansas City sees the writing on the wall and they're going to need to blow their load. Why wouldn't
Well,
they?
So it really depends. If we re-sign Chris Jones? I don't think we're going to. I think we're going to let Chris Jones walk. Well, not walk. Oh yeah, walk. Let him go out and get his huge ass deal from somebody else, and that will give us room to go out and sign a wide receiver.
Higgins has a great chance of getting franchise tagged, which is not great. For
Are you
us.
sure? I didn't think they.
It's possible.
Yeah.
I thought they couldn't afford. Like Higgins was guaranteed to be gone because they couldn't afford.
No, I was listening to CBS Fantasy Football today, and Dave Richard was saying that given the details behind why they could franchise tag him, Jamie Eisenberg was adamant saying he's gone. But I mean, he's going to be someone's one. He's gonna get paid like a one. He's hitting free agency.
Drafted dead cap.
I don't know. The 106.
Oh shit! 62 million in cap space next year for the Bengals.
Yeah, I mean that's the only reason he's not going to be franchise tagged or given he's not getting a deal. But the only reason he's getting franchise tagged is the only reason he won't be franchise tagged is if he says I'm going and don't tag me. I don't want to play here. Then I'm sure they won't. But besides that,
well, if they franchise tagged him, that basically is half their free cap space.
Which also, I think Mixon is up. I think there's
Mixon's
a couple that are
gone.
up. I think somebody from the line.
I mean, they said Mixon's our guy, but
isn't Jamar Chase? Aren't they going to be giving Jamar Chase a new deal as well? That's all I heard is they couldn't sign Chase, Burrow, and Higgins. They had to let one of them walk, and they're going to let Higgins walk.
Makes sense. I could see them trying to bring Higgins on for 1 year, though. Like, why wouldn't they?
It comes down to I mean,
I need so much help in JB. I need to turn that 106 into multiple assets. God, I hate that team. I don't understand what's happening.
What kind of assets? Be more specific.
Just like
you almost won
I
it
need
all.
I was looking at Brandon Ayuk for Jaden Reed and someone.
So like Marquise Brown, Boyd, and Dotson.
Nope.
That's why I'm saying be more specific here in assets, because if I want to send you a trade, I don't know what to send you.
I'm a super easy kind of guy. So it's like tier down in a second, something like that. I'm a super easy person to trade with.
You're not
It's
taking
it's
any
all
more of
just
my picks.
it's all just what's that?
I said you're not taking any more of my picks.
Dude, your team's I fucking hate you.
Wait, you have picks?
Oh, he's got picks, bro. He's
still got,
got
like,
such a good
3
team
seconds
and
and a
picks.
third or something. I
You have what?
think I have 3
2
seconds,
seconds, 2 seconds,
2
That's-
2
seconds,
thirds.
and it,
That is not okay. I'm not
that's
happy with that.
Well, at least the one is a 212.
Thank God. But now he's going to go get another. He's going to get next Puka.
I have 2 fourths.
If
I can
if
add
they
to my
sign with
trade.
Texas.
You can have 5 assets for the 1/6.
I'm definitely. I need to make my assets have babies. I need them to shed and multiply like gremlins at midnight. Did you guys watch Gremlins
Yeah,
when
A
you were
long
young?
time ago. I don't remember
Right?
it.
That was horrifying.
that movie is a little scary when you're.
It was, dude.
See, that
They were
was
like
what? Yeah, I would have 5 maybe. What year did Gremlins come out?
they were like popping out of each other's backs.
I'm probably in college.
Oh shit, that
wasn't
came out the
good.
year I was born. So
What year?
84.
That's the year I graduated college.
Oh, nice.
So obviously I would have watched it as a a rerun, but I was really young. I still remember watching Child's Play
Oh,
when
not
I was
good.
like 5 years old.
I mean, it was good, but shouldn't watch that. Not as a child.
No,
I
Bad
have
news.
an idea for a future show.
Give it to me.
We could talk more about milk flavors, or we could.
There's so many.
I think what would be fun is if we talked about the different sites that we use for different things, and kind of like do a little bit of a demo on the different sites and
are
what
we
think is
keeping
the
this
plus and minus.
safe for work or not safe for work? I'm asking for Jason.
I was going to say fantasy sites, but that doesn't make it better.
No, it doesn't.
Dude, I was thinking, what if we highlighted, what if like one of us, I was telling Zach, what if we did like a dive on like the round 2 players? Now I know that Renee and Ash have their rookie report, and I love that.
I have
But
to
it's
see the
more
draft
of a,
first.
it's a one shot. But we don't necessarily. It's more. And yes, that's always better. But that's more
Renee,
where
don't you do
Renee
your
and Ash
rookie show
shine.
after the draft, or is it before the draft? Right before the draft,
I think
isn't
we
it?
do both.
Because
Yeah.
you guys do one where he's projecting his picks.
Right.
No,
And then
I
we
think-
do afterwards, now that they've landed.
I thought what you did was you do it after the NFL draft, and then you do it again around our draft.
No,
It's before and after.
No, they
Yeah,
do.
did it
So they do
before.
the here's Ash's projections on the actual first
Oh.
round draft,
That sounds
and
right.
then after the draft happens, we get Ash's rankings of the actual rookies that we will be drafting.
Okay. Well, what
It
I was thinking
changes
is,
so
what
much.
if we?
Yeah, rankings
Okay.
change so much after the draft. In my opinion,
once the draft
and
happens,
once it gets
right?
closer, yeah.
Then
Okay.
you get Mac Jones in the top 5 or something like that.
I'm gonna still be right on Mac Jones. I'm gonna take that win too when he's QB 18.
Hey, I was high on him
next
too.
year.
Him and Kenny Pickett were my big misses.
Oh,
Well, we all
sweet
got 'em.
God.
We all got
Yeah.
'em.
And Daniel
I have
Jones.
Quentin Johnson.
Daniel Jones was not a miss for me. That was a
Quentin Johnson.
Quentin
Hey, I
Johnson.
don't.
QJ.
I don't mind. I still like Daniel Jones. I'm still all right on him.
I do too. Yeah.
Next, CJ Stroud.
So
As
did
long
you
as they
not like the
draft.
idea of looking at the different sites to see what there's available and what we like?
Yeah, no, I do like that.
I just Google and I look at whatever pops up. I'll look at it. I
That's
won't
why.
just look at one. I'll look at like 10 different sites and then kind of cross-reference them. So I mean, I wouldn't be good in that type of context, but
No, that works too.
It really doesn't. Thanks, though, Renee. That was super sweet of you.
I used to listen to the Ballers so much, but then it was just like
Can't do it.
It was just redraft over and over. Like, sure, you know, the values of players kind of correlate a little bit to our leagues, but then they're talking about trades and stuff. I'm like, when they talk about trades and when it comes to our leagues, just throw it out the door, because
I hate redraft so much.
whatever they talk about a trade, it just doesn't apply to our teams, because we have contract years and salaries, and they're not using that.
No thanks. I'm not listening. The Ballers they're fun, but I'd rather listen to the Spitballers.
Oh, well, speaking of Spitballers, good segue. Jason and I kind of want to do a few shows the off season Spitballer style, where we pick a topic and we do a draft.
Dude, I love when they do those battle royales or ranking different anything, and you just go through your draft. That's so fun, and it's just fun little stupid content, and people can chime in if they want, and then rank us or vote on us. Do that. The Spitballers, they're just good characters, dude. They can capture an audience. And since we all hang out in Discord, why wouldn't we just do something like that? May as well. I like it. All right, guys. I know, Renee, you got to get out. Thanks so much for coming on. Appreciate you.
Vanilla milk is overrated.
Dang it, dude. How do you do that, Renee? What do you...
I have an iPhone, and I have a studio, a Mac Studio display, and so it uses the upgraded thing where you can do the different things, and it will read out. There's one where fireworks goes off, and I don't remember what.
Does the middle finger work?
Pardon?
Does it do a middle finger? Darn
Nothing.
it! No,
that would have been good.
That would have been awesome.
Is your camera on the iPhone?
No, my camera's on my studio display.
Yeah, so
you're talking way over Jason's head.
Yeah,
I've got a really, really nice Mac display.
You're
it
like
uses
a
the same
monitor?
software as the upgrades.
Renee, don't even try to explain it to him.
Are you talking about a monitor? Because I have heard of those.
Is it Mac? Is it an app?
No, it's part of their iOS.
iOS.
The operating system.
iOS. Oh, is that what that is?
I'm on a Mac as well.
Yours is a Mac?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mac is superior. You know about that, Zach. It's all about that Mac, huh? What a jerk. All right, guys. Hey, much love to you. We'll catch you in Discord. It's been real. Hope you guys had a bunch of hits, not as many misses as I had. Anything else, guys?
You need to have more misses, Jason.
Way
more
so
misses.
many.
Especially in JB.
So
I
we can
so
talk
many.
about the next episode, I guess, after February, what they're gonna listen to.
The song? Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre.
We do. It would be nice to have an episode where we're looking at the upcoming events. Maybe lay it out a little bit.
Yeah, just a reminder.
Rollover, right?
For those of you that haven't paid yet, January 31st, or
Coming
you
up.
get to boot.
Also,
What's
Zach,
the grace period?
if you get a chance to watch
The grace period is January 1st to January 31st. That's the grace period.
That makes a lot of sense.
You had all last year, 2 years ago, and all this month to pay.
That is a great point. What were you saying, Renee?
Go ahead, Renee.
I think Renee may have
Are you
passed.
frozen?
No. Oh, see you later, Renee. I think she was saying bye. I think she. Yeah. Good job.
She's got her 8:30 appointment in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we will have what's coming up, review of the rules.
Do you want to redo that video or just repost it?
No, we'll re-talk because there might be new questions that people might have. We'll post,
Word.
hey, and I believe Tuesday after the Super Bowl, so we can also talk about the Chiefs win.
That was a pretty convincing win.
Dude,
That
I'm looking forward to the game this
was
week.
solid.
I wanted us to go into Buffalo.
Dude, that should be a fun game. If it's anything close to what we had last year, oh man. That was super fun. Wasn't it like
No, that was 2 years ago.
was that 2 years ago?
The 13-second Grim Reaper.
Oh.
Dude, so someone posted, and I don't know if it's been photoshopped or not, but someone posted a picture of the cracked helmet,
Uh-huh.
and it kind of looks
saw
like
that.
the Grim Reaper.
Was that real?
Was
I'll
it
have
they
to
just
find
turned
it.
it into a meme or something?
You don't know about the Grim Reaper?
I know
No.
of the Grim
So-
Reaper.
During that football game, we had 13 seconds. At the end of the game, Andy Reid said, and I don't remember the exact question, when the time looks grim, be the Grim Reaper or something like that.
And then you guys went bonkers.
Well, we had 13 seconds and one timeout and we won the game.
Dude, that was so fun. No, I don't remember the details like the Kansas City Chiefs fan does. But
Was that last year or 2 years ago?
I thought it was last year.
No, it was 2 years ago because then we lost in the AFC Championship game to Cincinnati the following week.
Well, I don't like your chances as much as I did last time.
No,
But-
I mean it's going to be rough. I mean, I'll say it all the time. We have Mahomes, we always have a chance. And that defense is just so good. I know we lost 6 games this year,
That's
but
nothing.
there's just something about the playoffs. I feel like our team always plays a little bit better in the playoffs than we do in the regular season.
You have one of the best coaches and arguably the best quarterback. So, I mean, that's a great start.
I'm
and
rooting.
the defense.
I'm rooting for Houston at Kansas City in 2 weeks.
I'll take that.
I know you will. Like, why? I mean, why wouldn't you? Because I think that will be such a fun game. The new, young, up and coming quarterback versus the established best quarterback in the league.
Dude, who
And,
looked
if you
better
guys
than
were to
Boston last
win, like,
weekend?
how huge would that
I
be?
mean, who looked better than Houston last weekend? That was.
Yeah, they look pretty good.
Packers.
I'll take
Yeah, I'm
Houston.
so glad
That was.
Dallas lost.
But Packers.
That
was nice.
made my day. Which
It's
is funny because,
it's Houston going up against the Browns defense. That was.
dude, that wasn't the Browns defense. I mean, I know it was, but that wasn't the Browns defense. Like,
Well, when you get stunned like that, you get popped in the mouth, you get thrown off balance. And that's what it looked like. It's like they were running all over them, and they're like, I mean, when you're Goliath and you're getting handled, you're probably in a psychological
I
warfare.
honestly think they went into that game thinking they had already won.
Oh, well, maybe so.
And then they got punched in the mouth right away, and then it was like, oh shit, and it just got away from them. But damn, that was a fun game to watch. Houston Stroud looks so good.
I'm just glad
Stroud
that
is
they didn't
just
keep
so
it
smooth.
close. I mean, their games have been so close all year long. I was
Yeah.
been waiting for a game where they just, ran the table and just never looked back.
Well, so many of those close games, I mean, you at the beginning of the season, you were slated to lose.
Yeah.
And
Well,
then
it's
you
because
just
Stroud wasn't Stroud at that point.
Stroud will do it, dude. That was That was impressive. Good for you, dude. I'm so glad that I'm a Texans fan. That's all I can say.
I'm.
Right?
Would you,
It feels good.
would you draft Burrow or Stroud right now?
I mean, it's probably whoever you're.
If you have in the NFL, if you have the number 1 pick, and they're both on the table right now, who are you taking?
It's easy for me, but
I'm asking Jason because I know
Yeah.
your answer is going to be Stroud easy.
Yeah.
Is there any quarterback you
I
take
think
over Stroud?
I mean, if you think about it, look at their game. Is their game pretty
Josh
similar?
Allen.
Or is it just me? Is their game pretty similar? Pretty smooth, swag, but still like a nice heavy hand of humility. Just a super smooth ball. Can move out of the pocket, but not really known for their legs. I mean, their game is. I mean, you know their game better than I do, Adrian. But is that like the same quarterback? I don't even
Yeah.
know. I take Burrow. My gut says Burrow.
Yeah. It'd be
Because I've
different if
seen it,
Burrow,
but
it didn't get hurt.
that's the thing.
Yeah.
My gut says Burrow, but are we going to keep seeing him? These weren't soft tissue injuries. That's good.
Well, the calf one was.
Yeah, but the calf didn't keep. Oh, okay. At the
I
beginning of the season.
think the calf led to all the other injuries this year. Like he wasn't fully healthy. They should not have brought him back. They should have just said, you know what, this year is just a throwaway. Get
I'm saying
healthy.
over his like career. You know, he missed his first
Oh
season.
yeah.
So at least it wasn't like a string of soft tissues. But you're very right.
Correct.
Beginning of the season was soft tissue, and could it have? But wasn't what kept him out his finger or his wrist?
Oh,
yeah,
he broke
His wrist.
Yeah, his wrist.
Hairline fracture or some fracture or something.
But so maybe that one wasn't directly led by his calf, but I think here's the
he
big
came
thing.
back too soon.
Here's the big thing. Are they going to build a fucking line for him? Or are they going to let him get killed and turn into Andrew Luck?
They should have picks, right? I don't remember them blowing their load.
But they've had 3 years to fix that line, and they still haven't fixed that line. He's the most sacked quarterback.
From what I remember, though, they're taking their shots on O-line, though.
They got Brown from us. Like, good riddance.
I don't know. Which Brown?
Left tackle. Orlando Brown.
But I mean, they were drafting offensive line help. Didn't they? I mean, I know they passed when they got Chase, but then I'm pretty sure they ended up taking O-line. And then
So Chase was 2021, so
pretty sure, right? But I mean, isn't that when we wanted them to take? Did Penei Sewell come out?
Sewell was 21.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure a lot of mocks were taking Sewell. But then last year, pretty sure they took offensive line. So I don't think they're neglecting it, but I don't think
2022, they took a safety in the first round.
Okay. Which safety?
Daxton Hill.
Oh, I don't even know him.
31st overall pick. Then they took a cornerback in the second round with the 60th pick. Then they took a defensive tackle in the third round with the 95th pick. Then
this was 22.
This is 22. Then they took Cordell Volson, offensive tackle, in the fourth round at the 136. Then a safety, then a defensive end. They took one offensive lineman in 2022.
Not great.
So they took Chase. Sewell went 2 picks later. Slater went a little bit later. So they took Jackson Carman in the 46th pick. I don't know who that is. So
not great.
Offensive tackle. I don't even know if he's still in the league. Then they took another offensive tackle, Deante Smith, in the 4th.
It'd be tough. I mean,
And
they're
a center in the 5th.
they've got to be back to back, right? I mean, everyone, NFL, fantasy. I don't see how Stroud goes after Burrow. It's got to be Stroud first in fantasy.
I think it's going to be because of recency bias. What have you done for me
Right.
lately? Burrow's been hurt. Stroud is going to be Rookie of the Year.
And younger.
Would you? So, Adrian, if you had an NFL team, you had the 101, you could pick any quarterback to start your team with. Who are you taking?
Mahomes.
Okay.
Or Allen. I think I like those two guys over Stroud.
Smart. I'm just taking Mahomes. I'm not even thinking about it. Did you see? You see that Twitter post by that? I don't know. She used to be on NFL Network, but he's all like dainty and throwing like this shit. I don't care about all of it. I don't care about his wife. I don't care about his hair.
And why would like?
I know. I don't care about any of it. Well,
It's
and
like-
you know, people love to poke it.
Well,
I
because
don't
they want to find a. So here's my stance on it.
I don't care if he's blowing dudes. I don't
You
care
wanna
if
make-
he's black and white. I don't. He's just
Mahomes
so
is a
freaking
complete
good.
stand-up dude. I mean, everyone has character flaws, but when it comes to like NFL character flaws, he's spotless. So he's one of the best or the best quarterback in the league. What are you gonna do to like bring him down a little bit? Well, those people go after his
Yeah.
voice or his wife or his brother. Or,
He does look funny when he's out there running,
or the
but I
way he
probably look-
runs or throws.
I probably look
Like
funny
it's just
too.
like you're looking for something because there's nothing. He's not giving you anything. So you
He's
have to
too
go.
dynamic. That's what happened. He's too.
What's this when he goes? What does he do with his hands?
Give me the play. Give me the play. I
Is
want
that
the
what
play.
that
Give me
is?
the play. Yeah, it's
Why
come on.
is
Give
it
me the
that?
play.
Why
I
is
don't know
it
if it's
that?
huddle
Oh, he's just
up
saying,
or-
"Come on, like come
Yeah,
on."
give me the play. Like, let's go. Give me the play.
He's about to be an Aaron Rodgers, Peyton Manning, Brady, to where they're just going to say, "Call a play, run the play." If you want to change it at the line, change it at the line. I mean, he probably is already doing that, but he's too dynamic.
Speaking of quarterbacks, I hope Dak Prescott changes his cadence because it
Oh
is
my
so
God.
annoying.
I so badly wanted to
So annoying.
post, like the marked save from on like Facebook post.
Yeah.
I
What's
wanted to
cadence?
do the mark save from here and here we go.
Yeah.
What's
Before he snaps
cadence?
the ball.
Like Omaha,
Just his
Peyton Manning
tone?
was Omaha,
Yeah.
and
I
his
love
is,
Peyton Manning. He can do
his
no wrong.
is what? Hey, here we go, or here we
Yeah.
go, and there's like I think it's hey, here we go. Then they snap the ball. Like it's and the way he says it is just
It's annoying. Yeah.
it's so annoying, so freaking
I like
annoying.
Dak though. I don't know what it is.
He's a good guy. He just
Oh, I mean, as a quarterback.
well, he's a Phillip Rivers. He is a Phillip Rivers. The dude is
Mhm.
going to put up numbers. He's never going to win a game when it matters.
Oh, that hurts so bad.
So
Just as
Justin
ahead.
Herbert's in the same boat.
a quarterback that can get you to the dance, and then and everyone knows that it's probably not going to go well, because if he's bad, then they move on. But he's not, and he gets them there, and they win games. And he was throwing. I don't know how many touchdowns he had, man. He had so many touchdowns.
Alex Smith, I love Kansas City loves Alex Smith, but I said we have to move on from him. We need somebody else because Alex Smith isn't going to win the big game.
But Dak's a better producer than Alex Smith. But you're just saying in theory and
like
yeah, I got you.
We won so many games with Alex Smith, so many games. The dude has a great win-loss record. Now, Dak puts up a lot more touchdown numbers, yes. And
Yardage. I mean,
well, how much of that's Jack? Like, again, like you could say that about every quarterback. That puts up a lot of yardage. Like, how much was Jack for Mahomes? 5,000 yards. How many of the 80,000 or 100,000 yards that Drew Brees and Tom Brady threw for was Yak?
for Drew Brees for sure. Tom Brady too, because average depth of target was probably.
So I mean, yardage.
No, I hear you.
I look more for touchdowns.
Yeah, I think Mahomes is still hard to beat. Josh Allen, it's Adrian's right. It's one of those two. After Mahomes, and I'm out after this. After Mahomes had a high ankle sprain in the Super Bowl last year, and then basically clinched the win with like a 35-yard run, I was like, that's it. The answer is just Mahomes. It's always Mahomes. He did it in the big game. He got him there. Guys, I had a high ankle sprain on my daughter's birthday. It's been like 8 weeks. I still feel it.
Dude, I
swear to God.
I had a really bad one. I had to have a boot on for like a week or two.
Right? Imagine running for your life from linebackers and DBs 35 yards to win the Super Bowl.
Like
That shouldn't be possible. There's mentally, it shouldn't be a thing to where you're like, I'm going to go do that. No, you got tools. You use your tools, but he's like, fuck those tools, man. I'm gonna win the Super Bowls by myself. He's too good.
And the one that we lost against Tampa Bay, like, I know we didn't get a touchdown, but like Tyreek, I didn't believe it was Tyreek Hill, literally in the end zone, the ball hits him in the face mask. That's the one where Mahomes, the iconic, he's falling and he's up completely in the air and throws it sidearm and hits Tyreek Hill in the face mask in the end zone. Like,
that's brutal. At least Tyreek Hill did so much good for him.
I hated it so much when the Chiefs went ahead of the Texans in the draft to get Mahomes, because Texans were talking
Mahomes
about
on their radar.
Oh yeah, and then guess who they settled for?
But guess what? You have Stroud now.
Yeah.
Who did they draft?
Watson.
Oh, they get Watson.
Yeah.
Hey, Watson was just fine. He was outstanding, and he was everything you could have hoped for. And then
I don't like him.
But
he can't read defenses.
Oh, really?
He was a product of an offense system of telling him what to do. I don't think he can.
You didn't like him. You didn't like him at his peak.
No, because he was like
a puppet. I didn't know that.
He did what the play was and did his reads, but I don't think he's good at reading defenses.
How's Stroud at reading defenses?
Oh, awesome.
Well, what does 5 interceptions as a rookie tell you?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Did he only have 5?
Only had 5.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Good. And he scares me a little bit. That's why I'm kind of excited if we can get a Houston KC AFC title game. Will you come up for that, Adrian?
Oh, I might have to. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Depends on the weather. I don't do cold.
Because I could get you a ticket.
Really?
Without the big markup prices.
Wow.
I'm
just
pretty
one
sure.
Ticket, or do you have 2 tickets?
Well, I have 2, but I'm pretty. Now I have to go back and look. I think I can get extra tickets as a season ticket member. I'm not sure if that option's okay. Let me not make empty promises yet, but right. I think I can get you non-marked up tickets. They'll be more than I paid, but not secondary market.
Yeah.
How's the weather?
Too.
The weather's
he's-
2 weeks away, so I mean it's
But
going to
you
be
wouldn't-
cold,
Yeah.
but it's not going to be like what we're experiencing right now. I mean, we're setting record lows right now.
I don't have clothes to handle cold weather. I would have to go buy a jacket, a big coat, or whatever.
Yeah, but you got to do that, man. Versus
Oh, yeah.
KC, if you get it,
But yeah, if I could bring my son, I would have to bring my son because he would.
lose his
Okay,
mind
so
if
you
you
want
took,
2
didn't take
tickets?
him.
Yeah.
See, AFC title game will be played. So which one was first last year? Because they flip flop it. The early game always gets flip flopped.
It'd probably be an early game.
I can't remember if we had the early or late game last year. I think it was a late game, so I think it would be the early game this year, which would be beneficial
If
for
San Fran's
you
in
to
it,
have.
San Fran would be the later game.
So we will be, yeah, because last year NFC was the first game, AFC was the last game, so this year AFC will be the first game. They don't do it based on matchup; it flip flops every year. At least that's why I've noticed since we've been in it the last 5 years that every year we alternate from the early game to the late game, early game, late game, early game. So we'll be
I
early
have
game
not
next year.
noticed. FYI. We have
Well,
not
you've
been
never
in it.
been.
You're a jerk. All right. I'm out. I'm out of here.
Later.
All right, guys. We'll talk to you later in Discord. Peace out.